There's this one rule that helped Bill Gates stay a decade ahead of everyone else, and it only takes 10 minutes a day. But if you don't follow it, you will never be able to reach your goals. So what is this rule? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about it. Welcome to the channel. We all know that Bill Gates is smart. I mean, he is a self-made billionaire who has spent most of his life at the top of the world. And while some people may not like him or may not agree with some of his views, there's no denying that the man is smart and that he has made a lot of money. But what many people don't realize is that Bill Gates wasn't born with his intelligence. He was actually born with an average IQ, just like you and me. The reason he became so smart is because he followed this one simple rule, helped him to learn faster than other people and to remember what he learned. And it only takes 10 minutes a day. So, what is this rule? Well, it's called reading. But you're probably thinking, wait, everyone reads. What's so special about that? Well, the way Gates reads is what's so special. You see, Gates doesn't read for fun or for pleasure. He reads with ruthless intention, okay? His goal when he picks up a book is to learn as much as possible from it and to reflect on what he's learned. When Gates was younger, he would read books and take notes in the margins. But he soon realized that this was a waste of time because he would often forget what he had learned. So he came up with a better system. Instead of taking notes in the margins, he would write down the key points from each chapter on a separate piece of paper. Then, at the end of the book, he would summarize what he had learned in his own words. This way, he could review what he had learned without having to reread the entire book. Gates has said that this system has helped him to learn faster than other people and to remember what he's learned. He credits the system with helping him to be successful in business and in life. If you want to be successful, you need to learn from others, okay? And the best way to do that is by reading books. Books are full of knowledge and insights that can help you to become smarter and more successful. However, most people read without taking action. They simply enjoy the story or learn something new without putting it into practice. This is why they never see any real results from their reading. On the other hand, Bill Gates took a different approach. When he read a book, he would always think about how he could apply the lessons to his own life. He would ask himself, what can I learn from this story? How can I use this knowledge to improve my life? This is the difference between passive reading and active reading. Passive readers simply enjoy the book for what it is, while active readers look for ways to apply the lessons to their own lives. If you want to be like Bill Gates, you need to start active reading. This means that every time you pick up a book, you should have a purpose for reading it. You should know what you want to get out of it before you start reading it. Once you start reading, you should always be thinking about how you can apply the lessons to your own life. This is the best way to learn from books and to make sure that you actually put the lessons into practice. Another thing that sets Gates apart is his ability to focus. In our increasingly digital world, it can be tough to focus on one thing for an extended period of time. There are always distractions vying for our attention, whether it's social media, television, or just the constant hum of activity around us. It can be tough to find the space and quiet needed to really focus on a task. However, Gates is a master of focus, and he credits this skill with much of his success. He said that he's able to focus for long periods of time because he knows what he wants to accomplish, and because he's willing to sacrifice other things in order to focus on his work. Gates is a firm believer in the power of focus, and he recommends that everyone make a conscious effort to improve their focus. He knows that in order to succeed, you need to be able to focus on what you're doing and block out all distractions. This is how he's been able to read so much and learn so much. He's able to focus on the task at hand and block out all distractions. If you want to be like Bill Gates, you need to improve your focus. This isn't easy, but it's definitely possible. One way to improve your focus is to make a conscious effort to focus on one thing at a time. Don't try to multitask. Multitasking is a myth. and it actually makes you less productive. Instead, focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. Another way to improve your focus is to eliminate distractions. This means turning off your phone, closing any unnecessary tabs, and finding a quiet place to work. This isn't always possible, but when you can, it will help you focus better. Finally, make sure you're getting enough sleep. When you're well rested, you'll be able to focus better. Sleep helps to clear your mind, and it gives you the energy you need to focus on the task at hand. Make sure you're getting at least 7 hours of sleep per night. Now, you might be thinking that all of this is great advice, but it's easier said than done. How can I actually implement these tips into my life? Well, the answer is simple. You need to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life. Start with 1 or 2 small changes. For example, maybe you decide to read 10 pages a day or to focus for 30 minutes without any distractions. So, once you've mastered that, you can add more changes. Okay? It's to start small and then gradually build up. In conclusion, if you want to be smarter, you need to read more. And if you want to read more, you need to start by reading 10 pages a day. It's not much, but it's a good start. As you read, make sure to take notes and reflect on what you've learned. This will help you to learn faster and to remember what you've learned. Finally, make sure to focus when you read. Block out all distractions and give your full attention to the task at hand. If you do all of these things, you'll be well on your way to becoming smarter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.